In the early hours of Sunday morning, Iran hurled over 300 projectiles, which included drones and cruise missiles at Israel. While Israel successfully shot down most of them, 7 managed to pass through its air defense. Few hours later, Iran said its attack on Israel is over and warned Israel not to respond. The world is now waiting with bated breath to see what happens next. Any escalation will have an impact across the world, just like the Russia-Ukraine war. In this video, we will tell you about the potential impact of the war on India and its interest in the region. The Indian Ministry of External Affairs on Sunday expressed serious concern at the escalation of hostilities between Israel and Iran. One of the immediate impacts of the conflict has been the seizure of a ship by Iran which has 17 Indians on board. Ministry of External Affairs is already talking to the Iranians to ensure quick release of Indian sailors. But in the larger context, India has many more things to worry about in case this escalates into a war. India enjoys cordial to warm ties with both Iran and Israel. There are about 10,000 Indian nationals in Iran, while about 18,000 Indians live in Israel. A potential spillover of war in the region could become a major cause of concern for India, as the massive Indian diaspora, which includes blue-collar workers, is spread out in the region. In addition, India has also invested in infrastructure in the region. For instance, the Chabahar port. In January this year, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar visited Tehran, and the two sides committed a long-term cooperation framework for the Chabahar port. Ever since the Russia-Ukraine war broke out, India has been importing a lot of oil from Russia. The trade boom with Russia, as well as India's strategic interest in Chabahar port and the International North-South Transport Corridor (INSTC), a Russia to India trade route via Iran, could be at stake if this turns into a full-fledged war. The INSTC route is more cost and time effective than the Suez Canal route for the trade of goods between India, Russia, Iran, and the other countries located in Central Asian region. In case of a possible escalation, global crude oil prices are expected to touch $100 per barrel soon. India, as you would know, is the world's third largest consumer of crude oil and dependent on imports for almost 80% of its requirements. Any serious fluctuation in price could hurt India's economy badly. Historical data shows that there is a high correlation between oil prices and the current account deficit. As the average oil price increases, the current account deficit widens. A surge in oil prices will drive up demand for dollars, as India generally settles its oil trade in dollars. India's effort to use rupee and ruble while buying oil from Russia haven't yielded desired results, and an increase in demand for dollars will impact the Indian rupee adversely.